Hey, how you guys doing? I know I'm looking forward to playing some football this weekend as the season wraps up. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Johnny. I'm a self-published author and writer, and I believe in helping people see their purpose and value in life. For today's topic, I wanted to talk about perfection and the idea of it to some of us. So often, many of us will get that voice in our head, myself included, that tells us we're not good enough, that we could be better, that what we've done so far is not good enough and there's more to do. On that topic, I wanted to bring my third book to this video, and this is Edge of Perfection. It's a story about this young guy, Sam, that I've mentioned previously in my first YouTube video. This guy, Sam, is an extremely talented young guy. He's one of the top tennis players in the country, and he is also extremely bright academically. However, it's not quite enough for Sam, and he always wants to do that little bit more that's going to help him become perfect. And as a result, he discovers there's a perfect potion. Obviously, I made this up. I don't think there's a perfect potion out there. Maybe wrong. But the story is about the length Sam will go to try and achieve perfection, and he'll stop at nothing to find his perfect potion because he thinks he's not good enough as he is. And like many of us, Sam just has that voice in his head that tells him he's not good enough, that tells him he needs to do a little bit more to hit perfection. Myself, I can relate to perfection in that I've done a number of exams, I've done lots and lots of sport over the years, such as playing football, I've written stories, and I'm even making these videos. There's lots of examples in my life. But until recently, I've always thought, Johnny, that's not good enough. Come on, Johnny, you need to do a little bit more. But what I've been doing recently is learning to appreciate all I've done and all I've achieved. So from the very start of my journey on anything, I've made little steps along the way. So from just writing a few pages on my first book, where I thought, oh, this is a nightmare. I'm never going to be, you know, hitting brilliance. And I've still got a long way to go in terms of writing. But along that journey, I've written 4 books. Am I a top-selling international author? No. But if I look at the top authors out there and then start comparing myself and thinking, oh, they're perfect, I'm never going to be as perfect as them, that's not going to do me much good, is it? All I can do is take little bits of action and appreciate what I do each day and celebrate that. Now, if we look at some examples of the people at the top of their field, because often we will look at the people in our area we want to achieve in and think, oh, they're perfect, they've got it great. The media, for example, often portrays people as having a perfect life. So if we look at Cristiano Ronaldo, because I'm a bit of a football fan, for those of you who aren't football fans, don't worry, I'll use a couple of other examples, but you can hopefully see where I'm going with this. So Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the, if not the, top footballers in the world. There's obviously the debate between who's better out of him and Messi. You might be a Ronaldo fan, you might be a Messi fan. Anyway, let's focus on Ronaldo. So, Ronaldo's got a phenomenal goal-scoring record, he's got a phenomenal assist record, and he's got a number of trophies. He's won Player of the Year, I could go on. But there are games where Cristiano Ronaldo has not played his best. There are times in his life where he's missed penalties, where he's perhaps been sent off, perhaps not been at his best. And that makes him human. Is he 100% perfect as a footballer? No. Even though some of you before I said that would have been thinking yes. But he's a human being, he's going to make mistakes. And I'll use Messi. Messi may also make mistakes as well as the other top footballer in the world. Now let's go on to another example. Alan Sugar, for example. He's one of the top businessmen in the world. And you look at him and think, wow, that guy's amazing. That guy's perfect. He knows everything about business. But Alan Sugar had to start somewhere. And do you think Alan Sugar, along the way, has had a perfect time, the perfect journey, and not made mistakes? No, of course not. He's made mistakes. He's a human being. We're all subject to making mistakes. Nobody is perfect out there. You can strive for improvements, you can strive for excellence, but don't try and hit perfection. Improving yourself is brilliant, but perfection is something that you can't achieve because you're a human being. Just keep improving yourself each day and enjoy and celebrate what you've done. because you do so much more than you give yourself credit for. And myself included, I criticise myself all the times over the years, just like, come on Johnny, that's not good enough. And then when I do achieve something, I completely dismiss it. I don't dismiss it like, oh, okay, that was it, but I just forget about it easy. And I think that's how us as human beings operate. So just concentrate on improving and celebrating what you've done so far. And also, everyone had to start somewhere. So going back to my examples, Ronaldo had to start somewhere to play football. Alan Sugar had to start somewhere to start a business. Let's think of some other examples. Steve Jobs had to start somewhere before he became rich, or Bill Gates did before all his work built him up to so much success. All the top CEOs had to start somewhere and they built themselves up. They've had setbacks and failures along the way, but they've achieved excellence, achieved the top of their game from just continuous improvement. And it's not all easy now. People at the top still have challenges these days. There's still some days where it's not going for them, still some days where they have setbacks, but they keep going. It's never going to be perfect for anyone in this world. So my challenge to you today is to think about 3 things today and every day that you've achieved and be proud of that. And just think, what can you do tomorrow? What little steps have you achieved today, no matter how small? So for example, if you want to write a book, have you written a page of a book? Brilliant, well done. That took your time. You focused on writing a whole page. Otherwise, you may look at yourself and think, oh, I haven't written a whole book yet. Come on, I need to do more. No, just celebrate what you've done and then celebrate doing a little bit more tomorrow. And keep going like that. So just think of 3 things each day that you can be grateful that you've achieved and appreciate. And that is your journey towards excellence. Okay, so that comes to the end of my video. I hope this video has been valuable to you and you can take some points to think about. As usual, I'll just do a quick reference of my website and social media. So for more information, go onto my website on www.johnnypardo.com. You can also sign up to my free weekly newsletters on there. You can find me on social media, just type in @JohnnyPardoAuthor. Or you can find my books on Amazon, just type in Johnny Pardo into Amazon. Until next time. Have a great week, everyone.